Cleveland town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns. They came alive in 85 and 86, they're going for more. Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around, better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known throughout the league for their fearsome running backs. Nothing could be finer than a run by Ernest Biner and a big Kevin Mack attack. We got Bernie the Kid, and I'm glad we did. He's as talented as he is cool. In the clutch is quite a twosome when he throws to Ozzie Newsome. Brian Brennan, Webster Slaughter too. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around, better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns have got a defense that can really rock the place. Tell you,
I'm the Angry Browns fan. I'm special assignment for Dogs on the Run, back in the Muni lot. And if there's one thing that I hate, are Steelers fans. Let's go find them. What do you guys think about Steelers fans?
They suck!
There we go. There he goes. We're going to cross the street and see what's going on over there.
We looked for a tailgate vehicle. Somebody was selling it, and I had to have it.
Was there a dead body in it?
Yes, there was.
That dude just fell out his ass. How many ladies do you pick up in this thing?
None. None ever.
I'm the Angry Browns fan. I'm special assignment
different than last week?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. I'm Win and Get In. We got Fumble Ruski and Mason Rudolph Sucks Nuts tonight.
That was the most...
It's good.
No,
Let's
that was the
not
most
even.
passive introduction and hello I've ever seen in my
It was because,
Hello, everybody.
of course, we're always ready to go on the air.
Yeah, tonight, once again, brought to you by Holy City Brewery. Beautiful. Overly friendly IPA.
I have Scorpion Bowl IPA. Stone. Perfect pour.
Random cups of Pinot Noir. Always appreciated.
Oh, that'll last long.
Yeah, well.
This beer holds the foam real good. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Tom?
It does.
Thanks for tuning in.
What do you got on the agenda today, John?
Go effing Browns.
Yeah.
Quotes, stats, stories, predictions, same as usual. If you want to get in, go to zoom.us, and there's the code, 599-401-010.
Upper right corner.
All the time. You can come in and say hello, or you can come in at the end and do your predictions live. Either way is fine with us.
It's not that hard.
You get a nice behind-the-scenes opportunity if you come in like Brian with an O did last week. And
We're gonna nip this one in the bud right from the get-go. Nobody gets a point this week, so don't even ask.
Good. Thank you.
Moving right along.
No one picked the Jets, huh?
Not one person picked the Jets.
These quotes are so easy, you guys are going to hit.
Come on.
You guys are going to dominate. Who said it?
I know who that is.
I have to hold on to the ball. I failed this team.
Maker Bayfield.
Some quotes are way too easy.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
All right. Well, that's that.
Okay, you might get tripped up on this next one. We have to play our best football to win on Sunday.
Boy, Hugh Jackson, Freddie Kitchens, any coach of the Browns in the last 30 years would have said that.
No tripping you up tonight, Jim. Next.
Why would you? Why even put that up there?
There were no good quotes. There were no good quotes after that shit show.
Who's the jackass that said that?
Kevin Stefanski.
I thought you were going to nail it.
Of course. Yep. Right.
I mean, that's no
Thanks.
shit. No shit.
Tom Laundra says he picked the Jets.
I think he did, actually.
Tom changed his prediction You can't change your
You
prediction.
can't change your prediction once you make the prediction.
What I write down on Wednesday night, if you put 45-42 in on Wednesday night, that's your prediction. You don't get to change it on Sunday. Everyone would have changed their prediction.
Obviously, everyone would have changed it.
You wouldn't have, Jim.
Yeah, actually, I would have changed my guarantee if I would have known what the hell was going on.
I think a lot of people,
the wide receiving core had been wiped out.
Ridiculous.
I don't know that a lot of people would have changed their prediction, but they may have changed their scores.
We could talk about that. Well, we will. We will.
Got one more quote. It's win or go home, so that's a playoff game for me.
If you know what,
right behind me, Nick Chubb.
If Tom wants, I'll give him the point. I'll give him a half a point this week.
Full Chubb.
I think he said he didn't know that they couldn't change them.
There's no changing.
You're right, Jim. You got all three quotes.
Thank you.
And you had the slides ahead of time.
Yeah, but I never.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying the two are related. I'm just.
I never look at the slides. It's not like we get a trophy for this bullshit anyway.
Jimmy got all three of them.
I did.
Well, you get no points because you cheated again.
Look at that box score. What's up, Dina?
Oh God!
Thanks for watching.
This has to be the most depressing. It had to be one of the most depressing games to watch.
It is, and I don't want to talk about it that long either.
Everyone probably felt the same amount of helplessness. Just going, there's no way this can be happening right now.
What did you all think when the wide receiving core was wiped out? Did you think, that's it?
No,
I thought we would run it on every play, and we passed it 53 fucking times. Times. Sorry.
The one thing I would not have thought was 53 passes.
Never
in a million years would I have thought 53 passes.
I mean, I get it. They're good against the run, but
and
please.
I'm sorry.
No, they're not that good.
John, 15 total runs between Chubb and Hunt.
Yeah.
I almost, Baker could say, he made his mistakes and he fumbled and did all that, but I have no idea what Stefanski's game plan was going into this game.
No, he was even asked today about why didn't they have enough two-back sets in there. He's like, well, we didn't have enough time to implement them.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Obviously, I don't think he's lying either. I think they had a game plan, and then Friday night, they found out, well, you're not going to have your top 4 wide receivers.
Well,
it's too late to change the game plan.
But a lot of the times
no, it's not. I think that's the perfect time to change the game.
That's the only.
Whoa. A lot of time when they're going two-back sets, they only have 1 or 2 wide receivers out there anyway, and the rest are tight ends.
I know.
And you had all your tight ends.
But
so what did you have to change that much?
I don't know, but that's the only thing I can come up with. I don't know why Kevin seems like a smart guy.
When they went into the huddle,
do that.
Baker could have said, "Hey, we're running this play. It's it's Chubb going over left tackle. In number 84, block somebody. Ready?
Right.
Granted, they were stopping the run, and then we got down early because of the turnover in the first half. A couple.
Those 3 fumbles hurt the most.
Obviously, the last one hurt, but you were down. What was the score at the end of? Okay, so it was 13-3 at the end of the first half, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point it was 20-3.
Mm-hmm.
So, I could see some passing there, but the
offense was inept. And I know the wide receivers are gone, but it was bad. It was
terrible.
And the defense. Come on. We all know about the defense.
The defense was okay. They came up with some stops when you needed them. They really did.
Well, no, they kept them in the game. We had the opportunity at the end there.
They gave them a chance to win the game at the end there, and Baker fumbled it away. So
am I the only one that in that situation on 4th down would have rather seen Chubb or Hunt get the ball?
You know what?
Analytics.
If I'm being totally honest,
the other 2 quarterback sneaks they did in that game, he got like 4 yards. The one, if he would have picked his head up on the one, he would have scored.
I had no problem with the sneak. Honestly, it's just you can't fumble there.
How many times has he fumbled on quarterback sneaks this year?
At least 2 that I can recall vividly.
Out of the 6 times that they've tried it, he's fumbled on 2 of them. And
I mean, you can't do it. You can't fumble there.
No, I would rather see him get a stacked I formation and hand it to Janovich or whatever his name is, and just have him run for a half a yard. He had to get to the 15.
Glenn is coming in hot tonight. He says, "Oh, and Saturday we'll do contact tracing and waste your time on that. Delay your flight so you can't practice and end up walk through 8 a.m. in a fucking parking garage. Give Stefanski a break."
You know what? Stefanski in an interview today said they did pretty much the exact same thing, but in a different time frame last week against the Giants.
All right.
So, yeah, I understand they didn't have a whole hell of a lot of time. They didn't get a chance to do it in the meeting rooms. Or
I get that.
The
and that's
hall.
fair. That's fair. Totally. But listen, man, if you don't have your top 4 wide receivers, you don't pass 53 times.
No, you do not.
You don't.
If you have
period.
the number,
period.
the number,
End of discussion.
The number
Glenn says
3,
they couldn't run
That's
the
it.
ball. How do you not see that?
How do you not see that you don't have your top 4 wide receivers? Who are you throwing to?
Got to do something different. That's why I said.
Also, I have to point out this too. Trent Green on the broadcast, I think it was Trent Green, pointed out like 3 or 4 times. Jamarcus Bradley was just like waving his arms in the air like he had no idea what route he was running.
Yeah, he really didn't.
How do you pass
Bradley?
how do you?
Yeah.
And I'm sure the other receivers had no freaking clue what they were doing either.
Well,
They're on the practice squad.
The other guys he didn't really throw to.
Okay, so that's why you don't pass 53 times. Okay, how about 44 times? You know, how about 9 more runs? You know, I'm not asking for.
How about some sweeps? How about some?
Yeah. How about a trick play? I don't know.
How about
I'm not absolving Stefanski here. I'm sorry, I'm not. That's on him. He's the head coach.
Tom L replies to Glenn, "We couldn't run." Says, "We couldn't run?" ? How did we score?
Right.
Running.
How do we know?
Running.
I'm sorry.
Right,
I'm sorry.
running.
How do we know we couldn't run? They only tried it fucking
15 times and they abandoned it.
Right.
Asinine.
Right.
Asinine.
Again, I just don't. Yeah, you can't defend Kevin on this
Tom
one.
says, "No pass catchers. Let's just throw the whole game."
And let's
Right,
throw
stupid,
Let's
you know?
throw 15 of them to Hooper, who couldn't catch hold these days.
Right.
And you know what? And the passes that he did throw were either behind him or high.
Well, you know what though? You
So
know
his
what that
accuracy was completely out the window this week.
You know what
too.
that tells you too? It tells you that Baker had no confidence in any of those other guys.
That's exactly
None.
right. That is exactly right.
Which is another reason you don't pass 53 times.
He was not ready for that game.
No, Jamarcus
was
it's
having some sour grapes, or like he was either nervous or worried or what about not having those. And that's a big deal. Not having 4 receivers is a huge deal.
Well, and his right guard and his left tackle.
That,
were out.
he was definitely
what the hell?
He was definitely trying to force the passes sometimes to they just weren't. They just weren't there.
Well, listen, in a game that you lose 23-16, okay, low scoring game like that, I don't buy this bullshit of defending Stefanski on, well, we couldn't run, so we just had to pass 50 fucking times with no wide receivers. I don't buy it.
We'd be saying the same thing if they lost and they had the receivers in there.
Stefanski got out coached, and he admitted it after the game. End of story. Moving on.
It just makes me
Let's
nervous
go.
that they're not ready sometimes for these
No, they
adjustments and to do stuff. I know it's not a whole lot of time, but even some of the games, you know, like changing stuff up at halftime and stuff, I don't know.
You know
I
what?
don't see it.
Then you bring in 3 running backs and you run student body left and student body right every freaking play, and if you don't get it, then you punt. Okay, it's not that hard.
Okay.
Oh.
You don't put the ball in the air with a bunch of guys who don't even know what routes they're running.
How are we on the defense already?
They couldn't protect him anyway.
I think we've beaten the dead horse of the offense.
Oh, okay.
You guys agree?
2 yards per carry. That's not a lot for the running backs.
Well, they had 2 touchdowns.
I know, but it won't let me sign in again.
So
It was bad. It was a bad offensive performance. And there's a lot of blame and excuses and stuff like that to go around, but it was just.
It was a terrible game, and you ran into a team that a week ago beat a pretty good football team in the Rams, and they fucking punched you in the mouth, and there's nothing you did about it. There was no physicality with the team either. Everybody looked like they just wanted to be somewhere else.
well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe.
It's true. They were. I mean, the Jets came out and punched him in the mouth. Glenn, you are now arguing with Tom L online and not us. Because Tom L agrees with us, so you guys can
Which
just
Brian,
duke it out in the comments.
Brian, you said that it seems like the team was flat and they weren't ready. Like, who's that on? Isn't that on the coach?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean,
a lot of this, Baker could say what he says, and it takes a big QB to step up and say, hey, man, this is my fault. I got to play better. I did this. I did that. But at the end of the day, the coach has to put you in the best position to win. And I'm sorry, running the ball on Sunday against the Jets would have put you in a better position than chucking it around the yard 53 times to a bunch of no-names.
I totally agree.
I'm sorry. I
don't see why that's not.
When you have the number 3 rushing offense in the league, you utilize that. And if they want to stack 8 in the box, let them stack 8 in the box, because you're going to break one, and guess what? Then there's going to be nobody behind them.
And you know what? Or you just run screenplays all game, and you know what? When they did run the screen, it worked. It did work.
They had a couple nice screens. They did.
How are you gonna? I mean,
I just don't. You don't throw it.
For as good as Harris looked against the Giants, he looked like trash against the Jets.
Yeah, listen. Let's be fair to Stefanski. I think this is the first time, or maybe even the second, but no more than that I'm blaming the head coach for the game plan and the loss.
Right.
Well, no, I mean, if you had a game,
he's not perfect.
If you had a game on Sunday and the coach and someone came to you on Friday or Saturday morning and said, "Oh, by the way, 8 of your starters are out. Just want to let you know," what would you do?
Including all your wide receivers. Well, I guess I would just run the ball every freaking play.
That tells you how good Jedrick Wills is playing.
He was,
and
when
he wasn't out in there. That hurt.
So that sucks.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys that were definitely missed on Sunday.
No doubt. And I'm sure that contributed to the lack of push in the run game.
Let's talk about this shit-ass defense.
All right. I didn't think the defense is to blame. I don't.
23 points, I mean, they did okay. They had that one big pass play, that gimmick play that they got in the first quarter.
Yeah, I believe the defense giving up 23 is less than their average for the season.
Right,
So
it is.
Well.
I mean, those are totally blown assignments, so you can chalk that up to miscommunication or whatever it was. But
I did hear, and I was quite happy to hear that I think Sendejo's in the COVID protocol for this week.
He is. He has COVID.
If you look at Sheldrick Redwine's
that's a shame.
If you look at Sheldrick Redwine's PFF score for last week, you're not going to want him replacing Sendejo. You're actually going to grow to like the guy.
Well,
he's not good, and to be honest, Sendejo did make a couple plays there.
He did make a couple good plays. So. I give him credit on a couple good plays, but you know what? The Jamison Crowder touchdown where he's running all by himself. That was him.
Well, you don't know.
He was looking
you don't know
in
if that was him.
Bit.
Anthony wants to know, how are we this far into the season and the DBs still don't know their assignments?
Well, on a trick play,
I think you just made Fumble Rooski's night,
Jim. But here's the thing: they weren't playing zone there; they were playing man.
Right? I'm not trying to defend it.
If it was a trick play, you're still playing man. You're not playing zone.
That is true. So
So somewhere somebody's wires got crossed we weren't missing all of our starting, DBs. We're missing our wide receivers. Our defense still sucked. It was terrible.
Vernon and Garrett got sacks, no interceptions.
How many sacks for the year does Vernon have? Anybody know that?
Vernon's
5
had
or
a
6,
nice.
I think.
He's had a nice second half of the season.
He really has.
His first half was non-existent, but
8. He's got 8 sacks.
Oh wow,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Good for him. How many does the good guy have? Miles.
He's got 12, I
Jurassic
believe.
Miles.
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask Jimmy, who hates
I would say
him
12 for Miles.
He hates him.
He's got more than that.
12 or 13, maybe, I would say.
He has 12.
That's good.
Look at you.
He's 20. 12 sacks.
Listen,
He's tied for 3rd in the league with 4 forced fumbles.
The defense has been mediocre at best all year.
If the offense doesn't show up, we lose. That's
and we all predicted that the defense wasn't going to be very good at the beginning of the year. So that's not I mean, to blame the defense for this game is absurd. It wasn't their fault.
No,
For
there's
once. Yeah, definitely.
How about that special teams?
All right, moving on.
How about that missed field goal by the Scottish Hammer, the
by
60-yarder?
Jamie Gillen.
Nice kick, actually.
So did Cody Parkey? So
Well,
he
he was
missed
only
an
a-
extra point. He didn't miss a field goal, did he?
No, he only had one field goal attempt in the game. It was
Okay,
from
so he
44
missed an
yards. He
extra
made
point.
that.
And he made it.
He missed one of the two extra points that he
But,
had a shot.
man,
And
when
Jamie
you-
Gillen, let's face it, that shot at 67 yards, that was 12 yards short. That guy caught that at the goal line or whatever.
I had memories
And
of Steve Cox when the Browns brought in Steve Cox instead of Matt Barr to kick a field goal.
I
was
don't
just-
have any memory
But,
of that at all.
Yeah, maybe Brian does. He's older than you, so.
I was just hoping that everybody on special teams knew that once he caught that, he could return it.
Yes,
Because it didn't
yeah.
look that way at
Yeah.
first.
Right, but Dearnest had some nice
Yeah,
kick
he came
returns.
He did.
Over
He did.
25-yard return average, so that's good.
That's all you want.
They were trying to do the old Belichick kick it to the 1 yard line, and if you can't get to the 25, well, hey, we
Yeah,
beat you. And he got to the 50 a couple of times. He
Yeah,
had
that's all you can
returns.
ask for. But man, should we be concerned about the Scottish Hammer?
I think something's up. Yeah.
I think something. Is he injured?
His average is way down.
It is. Yeah,
He
like
still must have that groin problem. That
5 or 6 yards below his normal.
5 or 6. I was thinking more like 9 or 10.
Well, I mean, yeah, it could be that, but like just net. I mean, it's,
he was
His
booming
average-
him last year.
I thought his average last year was closer to 50. This year he's way down in the 40s.
yeah. So
One
that's a
inside the
problem.
20.
I mean,
That's
he's not-
definitely a
he's-
problem.
I did see some guys this week kick 18-yard punts, so we can't really complain. He's keeping them in play and he's not shanking them, but they're just not there like they used to be. And
I think he's probably hurt.
his inside the 20 numbers are way down.
Yeah, that especially is bad.
So yeah, our special teams is not. We're not.
And that
Our return coverage is doing fairly well, but
really decent. But it goes back to complementary football, which is what all these football players talk about.
kicking,
Yeah, special teams didn't help you. Didn't really help you at all.
Yeah, kicking right now is obviously, man, it's a concern.
Well, you score that touchdown, and then you think it's going to be 20-17, and then it's 20-16. Oh,
And Tom
my
P
God.
wants to know. Tom P wants to know. We didn't turn them over at all, did we? We fumbled 3 times. Did we get anything?
We did
Did
not
any
get any.
takeaways? No.
We had
They didn't.
zero
We
turnovers.
we lost the turnover battle there for sure.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you definitely can't blame the defense for this one, because when you're -3 in the turnover and you only lose by 7, well, you can't blame the D.
Well,
for that.
No,
there were some people that stood out, even though we lost.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I can't wait to see him.
all right.
Joel
here we go.
Batonio, highest
Of
rated
course.
offensive person, and Olivier Vernon, the highest rated defensive person. And then I put this in there. It was just the quick sentence on the PFF report for the Browns. It said, in essence, Olivier Vernon, Sheldon Richardson, and
There's-
Joel Batonio played well. David Njoku should have played more. Nick Harris had a terrible debut start, and Sheldrick Redwine probably shouldn't play again.
No, agree with all that.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Who was covering Jamison Crowder in that game? Who was that?
Obviously not Denzel.
Mitchell?
Holy
Was it Mitchell?
Shit.
Yeah, I think we should probably admit that Terrence Mitchell is not very good.
We want him to be.
We want him to be, but he's
No Greedy Williams.
well. We don't even know if he's good, but
Had to slide that one in there.
never know if he'll.
Piling on poor Greedy. Ain't even
We
played
don't know.
this year.
We don't even know where the guy is
The
anymore.
best ability is availability, so he
Yeah, I
sucks.
think we need to apply that to Wyatt Teller. He needs to get his ass out there.
Yeah.
Teller will be back for the Pittsburgh game, from what I've heard today on the radio.
Teller must be injured and not hurt.
No, the Stefanski said he would have practiced if the facility would have been open today. So there's another.
Okay.
Once again, we can't practice, so I don't know how you're supposed to prepare for these games when your facility gets shut down every other day.
So the Steelers are going to sit Big Ben, start Mason Rudolph in the finale.
Yep.
Myles Garrett will finish the season the highest graded of any Browns defender ever on Sunday versus Mason Rudolph.
Impressive.
And Mason Rudolph's last start in Cleveland, a 39.9 with one touchdown and 4 interceptions.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
Boy.
It's great. So
I know, John, you're feeling you have some butterflies about this game. It sounded like you're feeling
we're gonna
nervous
lose.
about this. Wow.
We're gonna lose. Yes.
Okay.
well, look, listen.
Listen, they might be resting their starters, and they're going to play Rudolph, and he sucks. Our defense is not that good. Their defense is really good. All they do is reload every year. Their defense is going to punch us in the mouth and knock us out of
Their defense is
any
injured.
hope of playoffs.
They have a lot of injuries. on
Yeah,
that
they have
defense.
Bud Dupree's out. They have Bud Dupree's out. Is Watt in there?
And Devin Bush,
Well,
he's out too.
Here's the
Devin Bush.
question of the day. They're in the playoffs. They know they're in the playoffs. Who's going to sit? What are they going to risk losing when you very well might face them again in 2 weeks?
Anybody over 30, I think I would sit if I was Tomlin, but that does not include
I don't
T.J.
think
Watt
He's gonna do that.
or Minka Fitzpatrick or anybody like that. Those guys aren't going to sit.
No.
And Mike Tomlin and the Steelers are not. They would never just give up a game to the
No.
Browns.
I'm not saying
These
that.
guys are going to come out.
You're gonna put who you're gonna put on the field, but you're not gonna play stupid when you have nothing to win for.
Right, but they're going to come out and try to kick your ass.
These guys want to
make
come
no
out
mistake.
and embarrass the Browns
Right.
at home. They want to stop us from getting. They know all the storylines, and they know
Yes,
our past.
Of course they do.
They're looking to kill us, and they're going to. It's
tell you
not
what.
even going to be. It's not even going to be fun.
I
Honestly.
was guaranteed certain things last week, and they didn't happen. So I'm
It's
not
just-
listening
hey.
to either one of you too much.
That was before COVID. Before COVID.
Oh, you're
Before COVID.
It was before a bottle of Pinot.
Well,
No, it was
look, but
after a bottle of Pinot.
that's
but
fine.
pre-COVID.
Wills is back. Hopefully,
bottom
we'll get Teller
line-
back.
The bottom line is, if you cannot beat Mason Rudolph, you don't deserve to be in
That's
the playoffs.
exactly right. Win and
It's,
you're in,
it's
baby.
that simple.
Hey, so you're saying a Steelers-led Mason Rudolph team is better and or worse than a Sam Darnold-led Jets team?
I would say that the Mason Rudolph Steelers team actually might be slightly better
It's
than
comparable.
the Jets team.
I
Which
mean, if
makes
we're-
the Jets loss worse, actually.
If we're
But
comparing apples and giraffes here, I mean, I want to know.
as Glenn told me on Facebook today, we can't look back. We just have to look forward now. Okay? So,
I mean, he's not lying. I mean,
no, exactly. So we just have to beat Mason Rudolph. That's the goal.
We get Ronnie Harrison back. That's good. Sendejo's out.
You
That's
mean
better.
Ronnie
BJ
Harrison?
Goodson is Ronnie Harrison. What did I call him?
Rodney.
I don't think I did.
you call him whatever you want.
Yeah, he was the
Harrison.
former strong safety for Patriots.
There's a
but,
lot of guys.
Sendejo's out.
There's a lot of guys we're not going to know about
BJ
until
Goodson's out.
tomorrow, right? They said they're going to. A lot of the testing, they got to test positive on Thursday or whatever the hell. So tomorrow's the day to know.
oh
who's
yeah, and we
available,
have a coach
who's
that
playing,
has
Who's
COVID.
not playing?
We have a coach that has
An
COVID.
assistant coach. It's not,
Well, I still.
come on. You could be
What
one
if
of
it's
those.
Joe Woods?
That might work.
I was going to say.
That might work.
I pretty much.
I
thought
might
he was
be
out
down
all
with that.
Season.
You don't
I
like
could-
Joe
I could-
Woods?
I could get down with that. I don't know.
I don't know. Who's
All right,
his
everyone, get your
assistant?
predictions in here. Get your predictions in here. We're moving quick tonight. What's up, Dave? Thanks for watching. What's up, Vicky? Thanks for watching.
If you got a prediction, start typing it in.
Put
now,
it in
'cause you're on
there.
a
I will
30-second
read 'em in.
delay, and you might win a valuable prize.
I'll go ahead and kick it off. I do not think that we're going to win. I just don't.
I like
I don't
Homer.
know
Homer
why.
There, that's good.
Thank you.
I
I just don't. I don't have a good feeling about this game. We always, like last year when we lost to the Bengals backup, we
Yep.
lose the backups.
yeah,
And we
don't.
We don't turn the corner. So I just don't have any. I don't know. Maybe I'm too broken down from the last 2 decades, but 23-20, we lose. Because
Hey, look, instead of maybe it really is better with Kevin instead of it's better with
it's way
you.
better. This team looks awesome this year. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited.
Well, then why are you
they're going
worried?
places, but we are not going to win.
If you are right, John, all I could say is go Jacksonville.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Right, and there's other scenarios, but let's not talk about those.
I want to make the playoffs. I really do.
Why don't
I
you
want to
win
make the playoffs and play against the Steelers the next week.
Win the goddamn game. That's all.
However, what are we going to predict? Say that does happen, right? Say we win, they get their people back. What are we really going to predict for Browns versus Steelers in the wild card game?
Oh no! If you win, it's very unlikely you're going to play the Steelers.
Okay.
You look at the seedings.
Well, so you're thinking Buffalo then.
If you win, you're probably going to have the top wild card spot, which means you're not going to play the Steelers.
So
the top wild card spot does not play the Steelers.
So who would it be then?
Well, look,
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, how many teams are there in the wild card? 6, or I mean,
There's
total
7
teams is 6. Is it 7?
Mm-mm.
Oh, one team has a bye.
One team
7.
has a bye.
Okay, so the Chiefs
6.
get the bye.
Yeah.
And then the Bills are the next seed. So 2 would play 7.
If we get in, then 2 would play. Well, actually, it depends on what a lot of other teams do this week.
But we wouldn't be the 7th seed.
We'd be like this, and the Colts and all those teams.
5
it's going to make a difference.
Or 4, possibly.
All right. Tom says 31-20. A wise man once said. Tom P.
Hold on. Thank you, Tom.
A wise man once said, "Fuck the Steelers."
31-20. Got it.
I believe that was SpongeBob SquarePants that said that.
Wow.
But,
Jimmy, what do you like in this game? I think you're thinking the Browns are going to pull this one off.
No guarantees this week.
No, kind of bitch in the ass last week, but we're not talking about that anymore.
I definitely think that was before COVID.
Post-Pino, pre-COVID.
Well, the Pino's usually involved either way. But let's see. 27-17 Browns.
Wow.
I like it. Liz says 31-28. Go Browns. Fuck Schittsburg and peace out 2020.
Peace out 2020.
I think a lot of people are on board with the 2020 sentiments.
She also says, let's try not to Browns this up and bring a case of Twisted Tea.
Well, you know what?
You know what sucks, though? 2021 ain't going to start off that great either, folks. Right. I'm telling you. Yeah. Don't expect a magical...
I was just going to say, if you think
it's just a number change.
Right.
Yeah, if you think someone flips a switch at midnight in a couple of days, is that tomorrow night, actually? Holy shit. Yeah, we don't just flip a switch and everything changes. We're going to keep riding this one out probably for another couple months. So everybody just fucking relax.
I think Tom L is holding his prediction. He's going to put it on your post for Sunday.
Oh, let me see. What do I like?
You really shouldn't do that.
I am in the same boat as...
Not that it matters.
I'm in the same boat as Spalding at this point. I did not put the game day post up this week because apparently I was on a Facebook ban and did not realize.
You didn't know? Why? Why were you banned?
I apparently made a comment on somebody's something or other that went against the community standards and guidelines, and I was on a 24-hour Facebook posting.
I've seen that more often lately.
I didn't.
Wow.
A lot more often. People just getting banned.
I mean, with all the things that I've posted over the years, how this only happened this past weekend, I have no idea. But I don't know.
Plus, who the hell cares?
I'll tell you what, though, I'm in the same boat as John here. I don't know where my head is in this game, but it's probably only because of what I saw last week. And yeah, I would love to know right now that all 4 of those guys are coming back on offense. Landry and Higgins, and I would love to see that those guys are going to be on the field. And if that's the case, I don't think we lose that game. I do not think we lose that game, and I don't think the Steelers' defense is as good as everybody's made it out to be, especially over the last month. They've sucked. The offense pulled them out of that game this past week against the Colts.
They can't run the ball at all.
I'm
You know?
sorry. Did you
At
not
all.
see what they did to us?
They ran for 28
John,
yards against Colts.
We're not
I-
talking. We're not talking about the last
They
time
can't
we played
run.
them. We're talking.
We have to. You have to.
Definitely
You
This is a-
have
vulnerable.
to.
But this is a
That
different.
team kicked the shit out of us.
What week?
Yes,
was that?
we didn't have Nick Chubb. It doesn't matter. If you can use the previous 4 games for their defense, then I should be able to use how we
But
played
that's-
against
but
them
that's-
in
but
week 4.
But that's the week. That's the way that team has been trending for weeks and weeks and weeks. We've been going the opposite
Dude,
way.
they've lost 3 games. We
Well,
need to
except,
stop with that.
you know,
and they
you
just
lost
won
to the
their
Jets,
last
but-
one.
Listen,
Yes.
I said I'm on the same page as you. I'm just not. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination counting us out this weekend like you already have. You're going to go blow leaves or something this weekend, or your
Oh
neighbor.
no, I'm
I
gonna
don't
watch the
know.
game. Watch the game and take a nap.
No, you're not. You're not. You're going to go do something else. I can already tell. You're going to put your stupid sausage
Think
casing
I'm gonna
in your
blow
head.
leaves
You're going to.
Sausage.
in January?
Yeah. Well, who knows? You're going to go shovel snow, or you're going to go beat your meat in the backyard. I don't know.
If I,
I don't-
thought I could get away with it in the backyard and no kid or wife would, no, I'm just kidding.
So I'm going to say I don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring game by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's going to be under 40 total points. So I'm going Browns 20, Steelers 17.
I could see
That's a
that.
good game.
Definitely see something like that.
I hope
I
so.
see us running the ball a lot. And
Unless we get down early.
I can't see what the
Well, they can't run the ball, and Mason Rudolph sucks, so I don't see that happening.
no, I can't.
Really don't.
I see them trying to run the ball a lot, and hopefully our Joe Wood has some kind of a defense ready to go for that. I mean, I don't want to see Chase Claypool have a fucking 200-yard game because nobody can cover him.
No, no one does. We got Denzel Ward.
But I mean, I don't expect
The
to
good
see.
thing is Mason
I don't
Rudolph
expect to see
blows.
Schuster the whole game.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
What if
Yeah,
Mason Rudolph
exactly,
gets hurt? Do they put, is Duck Hodges still there?
I don't think so.
My name is Duck, and I'm here to.
I'm pretty
Tom
sure
L
he got
says
released.
Tom L says Steelers have kicked weak teams and weak defenses asses. This week they play a weak defense too.
Yes.
Well, then, all right, Tom. What's your prediction then?
Kind of.
Oh, he's predicting Money Mitch with 2 interceptions, but he's not going to
wouldn't-
give his pick
You know
until
what?
Sunday.
What is the Browns' defensive rank? I don't think it's at the bottom of the barrel, though. I don't think it's as bad as
No, I think
17th?
they're like
Is that what you said?
17th or 18th.
maybe 20th. I don't.
They
It's
might
not.
have, after last week.
it's
they might
not
have
like
slipped
it's
to 20.
total garbage.
They're the bottom of a mid-tier defense.
Yeah, it's not like completely awful. You know, it's the linebackers suck and most of the secondary blows, but you have a Pro Bowl corner or Pro Bowl worthy. You have one of the best defensive ends in the league. Vernon is playing at a really good level. Richardson's solid. Ogunjobi's solid. So it's not completely awful. You know, it's not a sieve, if you will.
I hear you. I agree. I don't think they are. They're just they have
and
games where they blow it. They
put-
just look like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, you put Mason Rudolph in that really crappy Steelers rushing offense, which is totally awful. Really, look at the numbers. And I think the Browns have, the defense isn't going to be the problem. Just score some touchdowns, and they should win this game. No guarantees, though. No guarantees.
I like that, Jimmy. Just score some touchdowns, and we should win this game.
Yes.
I like that. Oh man, I'll tell you, what.
Hey,
Best color man in the business for nothing. They came in this week at number 21. They fell a couple of spots from last week.
well,
What are you gonna do?
all right.
What are you gonna do?
So
Here we
go,
go,
Brownies, here we go.
Brownies. Here we
All
go.
right, I'm still looking for picks from John the Foot Sturmack. I need Patrick/Eric.
All right.
Scott and Connie from the lot. I don't know where they've been recently. They just
The
kind
Blakers.
fell off the map. I'm missing a lot of picks here. Glenn, don't be shy. We know.
I think he left. I think he left already. We might
No,
have
he
mad.
must have got pissed because
He comes in hot, man, and if we don't agree with him, he's out.
Yeah, man, he's
what
gone.
What
That's
about
how he is.
Furry Brian from Colorado?
I don't know where Brian is. I don't know.
Yeah,
If he
Furry
working tonight.
Beyond.
All right, everyone. Well, we'll be back next Wednesday at our regularly scheduled Wednesday night time, 7:30.
7:30 p.m.
Get your you heard it here first predictions in.
Hopefully next week we'll be talking about our predictions for our playoff game.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, people, if you don't think the Browns can pull it off this weekend, you sure as hell better be rooting for Mike Lennon and the Jaguars.
I will be.
Because if the Colts lose, it doesn't matter what we do this weekend. We can lose too, and we're still in.
Ooh. Go Jacksonville.
Very true.
Go Jags.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Picks. Tom L says pick will be time-stamped before kickoff. This is the way.
Right, there you
Goodbye,
go,
everyone.
Tom.
Hey, this is a full clip from Angry Browns fan. Last time he did the Steelers game.
Grogu says
See you
go
all later.
Browns.
I'm the Angry Browns fan. I'm special assignment for Dogs on the Run, back in the Muni lot. And if there's one thing that I hate, are Steelers fans. Let's go find them. What do you guys think about Steelers fans?
They suck!
The Steelers! How come the baby doesn't have pants?
Because I don't know why. It's disgusting me personally.
I found this baby, so I feel like she needs a dad, so I took advantage, you know what I'm saying?
Did you guys hear the news that Whedon's starting today? What do you think about that?
He's starting?
Yeah, flu.
Kidding me?
Yeah, Campbell has flu-like symptoms.
Damn it!
Ooh. Yeah, Whedon's starting today. How are you staying warm today?
Well, we have a fire pit, we got good gloves, we got the Dickie Carhartt suit, and a lot of, I can't say alcohol.
Oh, you can.
Oh, and a lot of alcohol.
There's nothing like a good Dickie. I'm in love. Do you know if this is legal?
Definitely legal.
Steelers
Suck. You gotta enjoy your night, a day.
You can't say Steelers suck and they go, night, have a nice night, guys.
Steelers suck.
Who wrote that for you? All Browns fans kind of look the same. I swear I already talked to you guys. What do you think about the news that just came down that Whedon's the starter today, Campbell's out with the flu?
Wait, I just heard that. That's new.
Yeah, I just made it up. I never heard of Bonehead. What do you want to say to the camera so Cleveland knows who you are next time?
Go Browns. That's all you need to say.
You're not going to get anywhere far with that. You need to come up with a good motto, like a slogan.
Look, I'll tell you what. I don't need a motto because I am Bonehead. Number 69, everybody's favorite number. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
That's for you, Pittsburgh.
A bloody lip? Why did you come here? You're not welcome.
To rape you guys! Raping you!
All right, Roethlisberger.
Follow me, Pittsburgh.
I want to hear a ghost story. Somebody tells me a ghost story.
I have a lot of ghost stories.
Have you ever seen a masturbating ghost?
No.
Killer boots, man! Where'd you get those boots?
Thrift store, baby. Thrift store. 99 cents, baby.
No, the boots.
Yeah, and thrift store.
99 cents? I don't know if you realize this, but you got about 100 people calling you an asshole right now.
Hey, 20 wiener push-ups after this miss, bro.
How's that feel?
That's Cleveland Brown right here. Cleveland Brown.
Hello.
Camera's over there.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
I think he's going to hit a kid. All right, Earnhardt, let's see what it's got.
This, my friend, is how we do it in Cleveland.
Look at that thing go. He's zooming. I think I can run faster. Oh, he stalled out.
There we go.
There he goes. We're going to cross the street and see what's going on over there.
We looked for a tailgate vehicle. Somebody was selling it, and I had to have it.
Was there a dead body in it?
Yes, there was.
That dude just fell out his ass. How many ladies do you pick up in this thing?
None. None ever.
What's going on in this van?
Females getting their clothes on.
Oh, okay.
On the south side of Lake Erie, there's a place called Cleveland Town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns.